Picture this: the bright lights of Las Vegas, cameras flashing, fans screaming, and the NFL draft stage glowing like it's the center of the universe. The world is waiting, but behind the scenes, absolute chaos. Travis Hunter, the two-way phenom who's been hyped as the future of football's at the center of a storm nobody saw coming. On the surface, it looked like a dream. The Jacksonville Jaguars, desperate for a franchise-changing player, set their eyes on Hunter. But whispers started leaking even before the draft card was turned in. Whispers of locker room tension, betrayal among family members, and an explosive argument that nearly derailed the entire pick. Sources close to the situation claimed that Hunter himself almost walked away just hours before his name was called. Friends say emotions ran so high that shouting matches echoed through hotel hallways. Others insist a shocking accusation from within his own camp forced team executives to step in, desperate to keep the deal alive. Fans are shocked, reporters are scrambling, and the Hunter family. They're left divided, torn between loyalty, fame, and the fear of scandal. And just when you think you've heard it all, another twist hits that shakes the NFL world to its core. The hotel ballroom was buzzing that night, a restless energy humming in the air as NFL scouts and agents swarmed like sharks, while the public saw a calm and confident Travis Hunter walking into Vegas with his trademark grin. Insiders whispered about the truth: his world was cracking behind the scenes. Hours before the draft, the young star had been locked in a heated confrontation with his inner circle. A screaming match that even hotel security had to check in on. Fans would never believe that the same player who seemed destined to become the Jaguars' savior was moments away from tearing everything apart. It all started when an argument broke out between Travis, longtime mentor, and his older cousin, Marcus. Marcus had been handling Travis's business decisions for years, but now with millions of dollars at stake. The mentor accused Marcus of sabotaging endorsement deals to keep control. Voices rose, accusations flew, and Travis, caught in the middle, slammed his fists on the table. "Enough," he shouted, his voice trembling with anger. "This is supposed to be my night, not yours." But instead of calming down, Marcus fired back, saying, "If it weren't for me, you'd still be struggling in high school, and now you want to cut me out." The family was left divided. Half of them sided with Marcus, believing he had sacrificed everything for Travis, while others argued the mentor only wanted what was best for the player's future. Fans on social media had no idea what was unfolding behind closed doors, but some reporters stationed at the hotel tweeted vague messages about unusual tension around Hunter's camp. It didn't take long before speculation exploded online, with hashtags calling into question whether the Jaguars were making a mistake drafting him. And then came the second blow. According to people close to the situation, Travis's girlfriend, Maya, discovered a message on his phone that hinted at a betrayal. In front of his family, she confronted him, her voice shaking. "Who is she, Travis?" she demanded, holding up the phone screen. The room went silent. Hunter, sweating, tried to snatch the phone back, insisting it was a misunderstanding. But Maya wouldn't back down. "You think you can play both sides on the field and in real life?" "Not with me," she snapped, storming out in tears. Fans are shocked now just hearing about it. But in that moment, the chaos inside the hotel was unbearable. Teammates who had flown in to support Travis exchanged nervous glances, wondering if this drama might spill into the draft itself. Even some Jaguar staff reportedly considered backing out, worried that the young star's off-field life was spiraling. Yet Travis refused to let go of his dream. Wiping the sweat from his brow, he pulled aside his closest friend, Daryl, and whispered, "They want to see me fail. They all want a piece of me, but I can't let them break me tonight." Daryl, clearly shaken, replied, "Bro, you've got the whole NFL watching, but if you don't settle this, you'll lose everything before you even start." The mentor stepped back into the room, trying to calm the situation, but Marcus was relentless. "Jacksonville doesn't want a soap opera. They want a leader," Marcus sneered. "And right now, you're not showing them that." Travis's jaw tightened. His hands clenched and he shot back. "Then watch me prove them all wrong." But just when it seemed like tempers were cooling, another twist unraveled. A leaked voicemail surfaced online, posted by an anonymous account, where a voice sounding eerily like Travis could be heard venting about the Jaguars organization. In the clip, he supposedly said, "Why would I even waste my career there? They're a mess." Fans erupted in outrage. Jaguars supporters flooded Twitter, some begging the team to rethink their pick. Others accusing rivals of planting fake audio inside the hotel. Chaos exploded again. Jaguars executives rushed in, demanding answers. One scout slammed his notebook on the table, shouting, "If this is real, we're done here." Travis, visibly shaken, insisted, "That's not me. I never said that," but the executives weren't convinced. His mother, tears streaming down her face, pleaded with the staff. "You don't understand. My son has worked his whole life for this. Don't take it away because of lies." And here's where emotions ran so high. Even the Jaguars front office nearly split. One faction of execs believed in Travis's undeniable talent, calling the clip a distraction, while others were terrified of the media storm. As fans speculated wildly online, the Hunter family was left in ruins. Marcus storming out of the room and slamming the door so hard the walls shook. But deep down, Travis knew the night was far from over. With his reputation on the line, his family fractured, his girlfriend gone, and a franchise doubting him, he had one chance to turn the story around. As he looked into the mirror, his eyes burning with frustration, he whispered to himself, "They're not taking this from me. Not tonight. I'll make them regret ever doubting me." Yet little did he know, the next few hours would bring an even bigger betrayal, one that would not only test his loyalty, but also threaten to end his NFL dream before it even began. And as the draft clock ticked closer, the room grew colder, the whispers louder, and the shadow of scandal darker than ever. Would the Jaguars still call his name? Or would another twist rip the spotlight away? The first cracks had already appeared, but the real earthquake was about to hit. The ballroom lights dimmed as the draft clock ticked closer. And while the audience outside was cheering, inside Travis Hunter's world, the storm was only intensifying. Marcus hadn't returned since slamming the door. Maya's absence weighed heavy on Travis' chest, and the Jaguars executives were still whispering nervously about the leaked voicemail. The tension in that hotel suite could have been sliced with a knife, just as Travis sat down. Trying to gather himself, his phone buzzed again. Another notification, another shock. This time it wasn't Maya, it wasn't family, it was a journalist. Somehow, the reporter had gotten wind of the fight and sent a chilling text. "We know what's going on behind the scenes. If you don't talk, we'll publish it anyway." Travis stared at the screen in disbelief, the blood draining from his face. "What now?" Daryl asked, noticing Travis shaking hands. Hunter handed him the phone and Daryl's eyes widened. "Bro, this is blackmail. They're gonna bury you before you even get drafted." And as if the night couldn't get any worse, Marcus suddenly stormed back in, this time with his own agenda. "I made some calls," he announced coldly. "And if Jacksonville doesn't want you, there are teams lined up to take you instead. But you'll cut me in, or I'll make sure you don't see a dime." The family gasped. Travis' mother stepped forward, her voice breaking. "Marcus, this is your cousin, your blood. How can you do this?" But Marcus's eyes were locked on Travis. No hesitation, no remorse. "You think loyalty pays the bills? This is business, and business is ruthless." Fans would be shocked to hear this, but at that very moment, the Jaguars' general manager was already on the phone demanding clarity. The rumor of Marcus meddling had reached the team, and executives weren't happy. "We don't need a circus," one scout muttered, pacing the room. "We need a player who can carry the franchise, not drag it into a soap opera." Travis snapped, his composure breaking. He stood tall, his voice shaking with rage. "You all talk about me like I'm not even here. This is my career, my life. I didn't come this far to be torn apart by my own family." His mother grabbed his arm, whispering, "Baby, calm down. They'll twist everything you say." But Hunter shook her off, glaring directly at Marcus. "You want to ruin me? Go ahead. But when I step on that field, they'll remember me, not you. They'll remember me, not you." Just then, Maya returned, her mascara smudged, eyes red from crying. Everyone froze. She had been gone for almost an hour, but her return wasn't to reconcile. She dropped a folder on the table, and papers spilled out contracts, endorsements, and private emails. "Do you know what I found?" she asked, her voice cutting through the silence. "Marcus has been negotiating behind your back. He's been taking money from companies, selling your name for his own gain." Gasps echoed around the room. Marcus smirked, not even denying it. "And what? You think you're exposing me? I built this empire for him. If I take a little, it's because I earned it." Travis's jaw clenched. His friends held him back as he lunged toward Marcus, fury in his eyes. "You betrayed me. You used me. And you think I'll still let you ride my success? Get out," he roared. The Jaguars staff watched in disbelief, whispering among themselves. One executive muttered, "This kid's personal life is a disaster. But on the field, he's unstoppable. Can we risk it?" Another snapped back, "If we don't, some other team will, and then what?" Meanwhile, fans online were spiraling out of control. Rumors of family betrayal, leaked contracts, and blackmail began trending. Hashtags exploded, with some fans begging the Jaguars to take the risk, while others demanded the team avoid what they called the Travis Hunter circus. Maya, still trembling, turned to Travis. "I didn't want it to be like this, but you needed to know. Everyone's using you. Everyone." Tears rolled down her cheeks. Travis stared at her, torn between gratitude and anger. "And what about you?" he asked bitterly. "You think confronting me like that in front of everyone helps me, or just makes it worse?" Maya whispered, "I wanted you to see the truth, even if it hurts." The drama was unbearable. Emotions ran so high that even Daryl, the usually quiet best friend, stepped in. "Listen, all of you need to stop. Travis has carried this weight long enough. If Jacksonville's going to draft him, they need to know he's not just a player, he's a survivor. All of this betrayal lies. Family drama only proves how strong he is." The room fell silent. For a brief moment, even Marcus had no words. And then, as the clock ticked down, the Jaguars' general manager stood up, pulling Travis aside. "Listen, son, you've got talent we can't ignore, but this noise around you, it's dangerous. We're about to make a decision, and you need to convince me right now. Why are you worth the chaos?" Travis' eyes locked onto the GM's. He took a deep breath, his voice steady but filled with fire. "Because when I step on that field, none of this matters. Not Marcus, not Maya, not the headlines. Just me, the ball, and the game. You want a leader? You want someone who can carry a team through hell. Look at Mayim, already doing it." The GM studied him, silent, calculating. Finally, he gave a small nod. "We'll see." As the Jaguar staff filed out, the family was left in shambles. Marcus smirked one last time before walking away, leaving a trail of tension behind him. Maya sat quietly, her hands shaking, while Travis's mother held her son close, whispering prayers under her breath. But little did any of them know, the drama wasn't finished. Just as the Jaguars prepared to make their pick, another twist emerged, one that would throw the entire draft into complete chaos. And as the first round neared its climax, the question remained, would Travis's talent overshadow the scandal? Or would the Jaguars crumble under the pressure of his storm? The ballroom air grew heavy. The crowd outside roared louder, and the Hunter family braced for what would come next. The roar from the Vegas crowd was deafening as the commissioner stepped onto the stage, card in hand, ready to announce the next NFL superstar. In the hotel suite, Travis Hunter stood frozen, his heart pounding like a drum. Every eye was on him, his mother praying under her breath, Maya clutching the edge of her chair, and Daryl pacing back and forth like a caged lion. Marcus was gone, but his shadow lingered, its betrayal still echoing in the air. The commissioner raised the microphone, and the tension reached its peak. With the underscore pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, The Jacksonville Jaguars select. A dramatic pause. A hush fell over the arena. Travis Hunter, wide receiver and defensive back, Colorado. The suite erupted in chaos. Cheers mixed with gasps, relief collided with disbelief. His mother burst into tears, clutching her son in a tight embrace. Daryl jumped up, shouting, "Let's go! They believe in you, bro!" But not everyone celebrated. Maya remained quiet, her eyes filled with worry. Knowing the battles ahead weren't just on the field. Outside, fans were split. Jaguars supporters screamed with joy, convinced they had landed the player of the decade, while skeptics flooded social media with warnings of drama and disaster. Talent doesn't erase chaos, one fan tweeted while another replied. Chaos doesn't matter when you've got the next generational star. Emotions ran high, and the football world was on fire. But inside the suite, the drama wasn't over. Just minutes after the announcement, Travis's phone buzzed again. This time, it wasn't a reporter or Marcuse. It was an anonymous number. The message read, "Congratulations, but this is just the beginning. Pay up or the real story comes out." Travis' stomach dropped. He showed the text to Daryl, whose eyes widened in shock. "Bro, someone's blackmailing you? They've got more dirt." Before Travis could respond, his mentor grabbed the phone and read the message aloud. The room went silent, the tension unbearable. "If this gets out," the mentor muttered, "it'll make everything tonight look like child's play." Maya spoke up, her voice trembling. "Travis, this is what I've been trying to tell you. You're surrounded by people who want to use you, control you, ruin you. This won't stop unless you cut them off completely." But Hunter wasn't ready to hear it. Frustration boiled over, and he snapped. "So what, Maya? You think walking away now helps me? You think calling me out in front of everyone made this easier? You're supposed to have my back, not throw me under the bus." Her eyes filled with tears. "I'm trying to save you, Travis. But maybe you don't want saving." The argument spiraled, and once again, emotions tore through the room. His mother tried to intervene, shouting, "Enough. This is supposed to be a blessing, not a curse." But even she couldn't calm the storm. Meanwhile, down on the draft floor, Jaguars executives were already whispering among themselves. One scout leaned to the GM saying, "We've taken on more than we bargained for. If these rumors are true, the media will tear him apart before preseason even starts." The GM shook his head. "If he delivers on the field, the noise won't matter. But if he stumbles even once..." His voice trailed off. The implication clear as cameras followed Travis being escorted toward the main stage. The tension from the suite followed him like a ghost. He forced a smile for the world, shaking hands with the commissioner and holding up the Jaguars jersey. Fans cheered, flashes went off, but behind the scenes, the storm was only intensifying. After the stage moment, Travis slipped into the green room for media interviews. Reporters were relentless. "Travis, what do you say to those calling your camp chaotic?" One asked, "Do you regret the voicemail leak?" Another shouted, "How do you plan to handle all the distractions?" Travis, his jaw tight, forced composure. "I'm here to play football," he said firmly. "Everything else is just noise." But as he walked away, one reporter muttered loudly enough to be heard, "Noise has a way of catching up." Back at the hotel, Marcus reappeared, smirking like a man who knew more than he should. "Congratulations, little cousin," he said, his voice dripping with sarcasm. "But remember, I still hold the cards. You think you've escaped me? You haven't." Travis lunged forward, but Daryl held him back. "Don't give him the satisfaction," he whispered. Marcus chuckled and walked out again, leaving an icy silence in his wake. Maya turned to Travis once more. "This isn't over. Whoever sent that message, they're serious. If you don't deal with it, it'll ruin you before you even take your first snap." Travis sat down, his head in his hands. "Everyone wants something from me," he muttered. "My cousin wants money. The reporters want a scandal. Now some stranger wants blackmail. When do I actually get to just play football? When do I actually get to just play football?" His mother placed a hand on his shoulder. "Baby, you're stronger than this. They can't take away what God gave you." But you have to make the right choices. You can't fight everyone. You need to decide who's truly with you. But the decision wasn't simple. Daryl urged him to cut ties with Marcus immediately, while Maya begged him to address the blackmail head-on. The mentor warned that the Jaguars might pull support if more scandals surfaced. The room spun with voices, each louder than the last, until Travis finally shouted, "Stop, all of you. I'll handle it my way." The suite fell into stunned silence. Travis stood tall, his face hard with determination. "They drafted me because I can handle the impossible. I'll show them. I'll show all of you. But if one more person betrays me..." His voice cracked, anger and pain blending into one. "I swear, I'll burn it all down." Emotions ran high, everyone shaken by his words. And just as the room tried to settle, his phone buzzed again. Another anonymous message. "Meet me tonight, alone. If you want the truth, come." The family gasped. Maya grabbed his arm, pleading, "Don't go. It's a trap." But Travis's eyes were locked on the screen, fire in his gaze. "If this is the only way to end it, I have to." And as the Vegas night grew darker, Travis Hunter prepared to walk into a meeting that could either clear his name forever or destroy everything he had worked for. The draft may have called his name, but the real battle had only just begun. The Vegas Strip glowed with neon lights. But for Travis Hunter, the night felt darker than ever. Slipping out of the hotel, hoodie pulled over his head, he moved quickly through the crowds, heart pounding. The anonymous message still burned in his mind. "Meet me tonight alone. If you want the truth, come." It felt reckless, maybe even stupid. But with his career on the line and secrets threatening to explode, he couldn't ignore it. Daryl had begged him not to go. Maya had cried and his mother had clutched his arm, whispering, "Baby, this is the devil's work." But Travis was resolute. "If I don't face this, I'll be running forever," he told them, his voice low but unwavering. He arrived at a dimly lit parking garage just off the strip. The air was cold, the silence heavy. Footsteps echoed. Then, out of the shadows, a figure emerged. To his shock, it wasn't a stranger. It was Marcus. "You." Travis spat, fists clenching. "You've been behind this the whole time." Marcus smirked, his eyes gleaming with arrogance. "You really thought you could cut me out? I warned you. You don't get to the top alone. Everything you've built, every deal, every endorsement hit runs through me. And if I can't have my cut, I'll burn it all down." Travis' jaw tightened, fury coursing through him. "You're my cousin, my family. And you'd rather destroy me than see me succeed?" Marcus stepped closer, lowering his voice. "Success doesn't come with family, it comes with power. And right now, I've got more dirt on you than you can handle. So here's how it works. You keep me on. Or tomorrow morning, the world learns things about you that even Jacksonville won't. Forgive." The weight of betrayal hit Travis like a punch to the gut. All the nights they'd spent dreaming together, the sacrifices his family had made. It all felt like a lie. Suddenly, headlights swept across the garage and another car pulled up. The door opened and Maya stepped out, her face pale but determined. "I couldn't let you face him alone," she said, her voice shaking. Travis turned, shocked. "Maya, what are you doing here?" She held up her phone. "Because I know the truth. I've been digging all day. Marcus isn't just blackmailing you. He leaked the voicemail. He planted the stories. He even set up the fake anonymous messages. It's all him." Marcus' smirk faltered for the first time. "You don't know what you're talking about," he growled. But Maya stood her ground, scrolling through receipts, emails, recordings. "I have proof. And once the Jaguars see this, you're finished." Rage exploded in Marcus's eyes. "You think you can stop me with screenshots? I made him who he is. Without me, Travis is nothing." The words cut deep, but they also lit a fire in Travis. He stepped forward, his voice steady, strong. "You didn't make me. I worked for this. Every practice, every game, every bruise, and every sacrifice, that was me. And if I have to start over without you, so be it. But you'll never control me again. The confrontation grew more heated, voices echoing off the concrete walls. Maya pleaded, "Travis, call the Jaguars. Tell them everything. Don't let him ruin you." But Marcus snarled, "If you go public, I'll drag your name through the mud. I'll make sure your career dies before it even starts." Travis took a deep breath, then pulled out his phone. "Go ahead, Marcus. Do your worst. But I'm done being afraid of you." He hit record, holding the phone up. "Say it again. Say you tried to blackmail me. Say you leaked the stories." Marcus froze, realization dawning too late. "You wouldn't watch me," Travis snapped. The garage filled with silence. The weight of years of family loyalty shattering in that one moment. Marcus cornered, lunged forward, trying to grab the phone, but Maya stepped in front, blocking him. Daryl, who had followed after all despite Travis' orders, appeared from the stairwell, grabbing Marcus by the arm. "It's over, man. You've done enough damage." Marcus struggled, shouting, "This isn't over. You'll regret this, Travis." But his words fell flat. The recording was saved, the truth finally exposed later that night. Back at the hotel, Travis showed the Jaguars executives the evidence. They listened in stunned silence, watching as Marcus's web of lies unraveled before their eyes. One executive muttered, "This is bigger than we thought," while another leaned forward saying, "But he fought back. He didn't fold." That shows character. Travis, exhausted but resolute, looked him in the eye. "All I want is to play football. The rest, I'll handle. But don't punish me for someone else's greed." The GM nodded slowly. "You've got fire, son. Maybe that's exactly what we need." Fans, meanwhile, were glued to every update. Reports of betrayal, blackmail, and late-night confrontations went viral. Some praised Travis for standing up. Others questioned if the drama would haunt him forever. "He's living in a reality show," one fan wrote, while another replied, "And I'm here for every episode." As dawn broke over Vegas, the Hunter family was forever changed. Marcus was gone, Maya stood by Travis's side, Daryl remained his unshakable ally. And his mother, though shaken, smiled through tears. "You were tested tonight," she whispered, "and you didn't break. You rose." But even as the sun rose, questions lingered. Could Travis focus on football after such betrayal? Would the Jaguars protect him? Or would the chaos follow him into the NFL? The story was far from over. But one thing was clear. Travis Hunter had already proven he could survive the drama. And maybe, just maybe, thrive because of it. The draft had given him his dream. But the battles behind the scenes had forged something even stronger. A determination no scandal could break. And as he looked out at the Vegas skyline, jersey in hand, Travis whispered to himself, "They thought they could control me. They were wrong. This is just the beginning." And just like that, the night that was supposed to crown Travis Hunter as the future of football turned into one of the wildest dramas the NFL draft has ever seen. Family betrayal, leaked voicemails, blackmail, tears, confrontations. And a late-night showdown in a Vegas parking garage. This wasn't just a draft story. It was a full-blown reality TV saga unfolding in real time. Fans are still stunned. The Jaguars are holding their breath. And the Hunter family is left divided, trying to pick up the pieces of a night that no one will ever forget. One will ever forget. But here's the real question. Did Travis come out stronger? Or has the chaos just begun? Will his fiery determination make him the Jaguars' greatest draft steal? Or will the shadows of betrayal haunt his career forever? Nobody knows for sure. And that's what makes this story impossible to look away from. Every time you think the dust has settled, another twist comes crashing down. Hey, and fans can't stop talking about it. And now, it's your turn to weigh in. What do you think? Did the Jaguars make the right choice by taking Travis Hunter? Or was this pick a massive risk waiting to blow up? Will family drama and hidden scandals derail his career? Or will he rise above it all and prove the doubters wrong? We want to hear your theories, your hot takes, and your predictions. Because this saga is far from over. So if you're hooked on this roller coaster of drama, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, And hit the bell so you don't miss a single update on Travis Hunter and the chaos that follows him. And don't forget, drop your thoughts in the comments below, because trust me, this conversation is only just getting started.